Hey everyone, welcome back. So today we are moving on to the next step, which is going to be setting the first piston to TDC, the top dead center. And for that we have to rotate the crankshaft and the camshaft. And we are going to rotate it counterclockwise. That's the direction in which this engine rotates naturally. So there are a couple of marks on the camshaft pulley. There's an up sign over here which has kind of a black pen which somebody marked over it, but this has the words up written over there. Let me just zoom in. And then there are two other signs, two other marks on the pulley which need to be lined up with the engine head, with the top of the engine head or top of this plastic, which should be lined up as well. It's a little bit hard to see, so I'm gonna go ahead and off camera mark the signs, but let me see if I can actually see this. So actually, if you really zoom in over here, you should be able to see that there's a mark over here on this street tooth. Yeah, so yep, that's the one, and then there's another one over here. Well, there's one over here. Let me try to see if I can show it to you. It's kind of hard to get in there with the light, but there is one over here. There's a notch over here, which is kind of hard to see, but it is actually easier to see it from the rear side or from this side. Let me zoom out. So it'll be easier to see it from this side, because the last time somebody did this job, they also seems like they painted it, or maybe it was already painted. So let's go on the back side. Also get the flashlight. So if you go over here, you see that yellow sign or the yellow paint which is over the marking, and then there's another one on this side which you can't really see because it's not rotated to TDC, but there is one on this side as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and first mark the notches on the other side with paint as well to make it easier, and then we'll rotate it this side so that this arrow, so there's an arrow on this side instead of the word up, lines up with this. Let's see, it's kind of hard to get everything in, but so this arrow over here will line up with this, and then the two notches, the one over here and one over here, should line up with the top, this side and this side. Okay, so let's see if we can mark the spot for this. It's kind of hard to get in, but okay. So there's that, and on this side, it's right over here. Let's see if I can get in from this side. Okay, I think I got it. And since we loosened the crankshaft pulley bolt earlier, we won't be able to rotate it counterclockwise. So we'll just have to tighten it just a little bit. So here's when I actually went ahead and used the tool and then I use this one. And just tighten it a little bit, not too much. And now I should be able to rotate it. Okay, so now we can rotate it counterclockwise. I'm gonna use a couple of extenders like these, and so that I can just extend it, or I can rotate it while I'm while I'm standing up and looking at the pulley from above. I'm gonna go a little bit fast until I see the up sign. Okay, I'm getting closer. I'm just gonna move a little bit slower now. I don't want to overshoot it. Okay, let's see. Pretty close. So you can see the sign on the notch on this side. The other one on that side has not appeared yet, so I just need to move it or rotate it just a tiny bit. Okay. Checking again. Okay, so yeah, this looks good on both the sides, this side and this side. So I think we are at TDC, so we're all good. I'm also gonna do a quick zoom on the crankshaft pulley. There is actually a notch on the crankshaft pulley as well, which indicates TDC. So let's take a quick look over there. Okay, so here's the crankshaft pulley, and you can see there is that notch that I was talking about. And that notch is lined up with this plastic indicator from the lower timing belt cover. So hopefully you guys can see it. There are a couple of other notches as well on the left hand side, but the one on the right, this is what we want to make sure is lined up with this plastic indicator, and we have it right where we want it. There you go. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark this or just put some paint on this indicator on the crankshaft pulley as well, just for future, to make it easier to spot it. Okay, so I marked that dot with the paint, the yellow paint, so you can see it a little bit clearer now, and hopefully it stays there in the future. Otherwise, the notch is still there. And that's it. We have everything at TDC now. The next step is going to be to drop the engine so that we can remove the lower timing belt cover.